Decision 2024. Another update here from the WatchDog on Wall Street. Decision 2024, elephants taking a dump. What came to mind, I'm not making this up, my mind works. What came to mind yesterday after all of the events of the day, whether it be congressional hearings with Hunter Biden showing up to the so-called debate and the Trump town hall, it reminded me of when I was a kid. And my dad was in charge of our Cub Scout group. It was like I think we were Weeblos at the time. It's the last one before you go on to Boy Scouts. And my dad took our Weeblos troop up to, there was some convention center up in Cohoes, New York. And it was to watch the circus, the Ringling Brothers Circus. And we go to the circus, and my younger brother, Michael, who most of you are familiar with, he helps out. I was part of Markowski Investments. He was there. I can't remember if Matt was there. Can't remember. Matt would have been pretty young at the time. But anyway, Mike was there. And we're at the circus. It's back when obviously the circus had animals. And you had the elephants come out. And the elephants are walking around. And the elephants were perpetually taking a dump. And you'd have the people following along, cleaning up after the elephants. And my brother Michael, that was the best part of the entire circus to him, was the elephants taking a dump all over the place. I'll never forget that. But anyway, neither here nor there. But that's basically your Republican Party right now. It's just elephants taking a dump all over the place. I want to start first. We'll start with this Hunter Biden showing up at a congressional hearing. Stunning Republicans showing up at a hearing. And they decide to go off on these ridiculous rants. Again, these Republicans, they need to take intelligence tests. They really do. Nancy, Mason, all they're flying off the handle. And Hunter, where you had the balls. I'm like, what? You're a member of Congress. You didn't see yourself being set up with this? Hunter Biden is doing a documentary right now. I think it's for Netflix about crack and addiction. And they're just going to edit this thing and they're going to turn it some way to make him a sympathetic character. In the same way that Donald Trump in the debates a few years ago rather than talk about policy, decided to attack Hunter Biden in the debates. Why would you do that? Why not play it cool? So, and then, Marjorie Taylor Greene is about ready to speak. She starts speaking and Hunter gets up, and then they obviously had plants. Smart. Again, you got to hand it to the donkeys. Okay. They obviously had some plants there yelling out questions about what type of crack that he uses to make him even seem more sympathetic. How often we talked about the fact that Democrats play 3D chess and again, Republicans play Candyland. How did you not see this? Are you that thick, that dense, you couldn't see what was happening right in front of you? Again, you just got played again. For what purpose? Well, what a disservice. You're gonna put out some YouTube videos there? You're gonna put out some YouTube videos to make you look like a rabble rouser there, like you're down for the struggle, you're being all powerful. It was pathetic. Pathetic. It really was. Anyway, let's move on to the debate. I watched 15 minutes. Yeah, around 15 minutes. And I was drinking. I have this. This stuff is unbelievable. I drink this hot chocolate sleep stuff now. It's fantastic. But anyway, I'm drinking my nightly little hot chocolate sleep stuff to help me have, sleep. And I'm like, why am I watching this? Why? Click. And I'm calling it. I'm calling it right here. Markowski's made. It's over. Okay. This primary is over at this point in time. I watched DeSantis. I watched Haley basically yelling, talk over one another and call each other liars, advising people to go to a website. It was awful. It was awful. It was embarrassing. And for all of you people who don't think so, I'm going to, here's do a little refresher. I'm going to tell you to go somewhere. Go online and watch debates from yesteryear. Go back and watch Reagan in the debates. Yeah, did Reagan have a zinger or two? Yeah, maybe one or two, but most of it was about policy. Go back and watch Bush versus Gore. Yeah, they actually looked like two adults in the room instead of two kids in kindergarten. I mean, what was next? My dad can beat up your dad. I mean, it was awful. Not to mention the fact, when I watch these debates, and I'm sorry, okay, I'm not propping myself up, I could kick all of their asses in a debate. All of them. It wouldn't even be close. And this is the problem. It's the election industry, the election industrial complex. They've got to hire these consultants, and then they do debate prep. I remember Haley challenged DeSantis on his record in Florida and talking about property insurance going up and it becoming more expensive and inflation. And obviously, okay, this is Econ 101, the amount of people that are moving to the state, the fact that hurricanes are coming in. Did DeSantis even address that? No. DeSantis, what did you could see it. He didn't even answer the freaking question. Or the points that she was making would have been easy to destroy her. And he's smart enough to do it for crying out loud. He went to 2 Ivy League schools. But no, what did he do? He relied on the a-holes that he decided to hire because the Republican Party told him he had to. Got to hire these consultants. What am I supposed to say here? Let's do tons and tons of debate prep. Let me ask you a question. When I do these podcasts, when I do a radio show, do I write out a script? No, I know my freaking material like the back of my hand. And I can come out and I can look you straight in the eye or straight into the microphone, whatever it may be, and tell you exactly how I'm going to feel. Not some pre-programmed, pre-written down nonsense. Oh, God, it was awful. Absolutely awful. So the winner of the debate last night, hands down, Donald Trump. Hands down, Donald Trump. And again, Chris Christie got out of the race yesterday, got caught on a hot mic, basically saying that Trump was going to clean Nikki Haley's clock, and he is. It's over. It's over at this point in time. So, I mean, those guys, they might as well drop out now. I mean, again, if they're really serious about winning, maybe you'd have your two camps talk to one another and say, hey, listen, we're going to go into this debate and we're not going to call each other liars. And I mean, again, DeSantis was annoying the crap out of me with the brazen of the gas. I mean, for crying out loud. You can lift yourself up. Both of them did it without having to tear somebody else down. So, yeah, am I somewhat frustrated at this point? Trump's going to win. The only thing my hope is right now is that Trump wins and he hires Vivek. I don't know, hire Vivek as your chief of staff. I don't know about vice president, but just let Vivek kind of run the show. And you can be Donald Trump. You can go do all the rallies and go out there and do all of these things. But I mean, honestly, let's be honest, taking a look at the elephants taking a dump. We talked about it this past week. They can't even raise money. You got Republican parties all over the country going bankrupt that are hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. You get Obama showing up at a donkey fundraiser somewhere, they get millions of dollars like this. So again, Trump's pointing to the polls and he's beating Biden in the polls. Who do the Republicans have to help them come out and campaign come this time around? Do they have anybody? I mean, what the scorched earth nonsense that we've gone through so far. I mean, how is that going to work? I mean, Obama is to the Democrats, he's kind of like the Democrats' Reagan. It kind of is. They're going to, and again, they're already talking about it. He's all in. He's all in when it comes to campaigning. They are going to roll him out. I guess he's going to be out and about, he and Michelle Obama, and they're going to be raising a ton of money. They're going to be raising a ton of money. So don't look at any of the polls as far as I'm concerned at this point in time. They don't mean much. I mean, who the Republicans? They're going to bring George W. Bush out. You think he's going to campaign for Donald Trump? No way, no how. You've got a party that's completely ripped apart. And I don't know what to tell you, people. I wish I had, more positive, news information to say, but I mean, you watched it yourself. You it was right before your very eyes. I mean, it's pathetic and sad, quite frankly. And again, I started out the whole Decision 2024 bit, several months ago with the tagline, "Is this the best we can do?" I don't think so. I don't know. Draft Jamie Dimon. I don't know. Find somebody. Find somebody, because this was, this was elephants taking a dump. WatchDog on WallStreet.com.